Do you ever just look at somebody and you go, this person got it. This person is special. They have something about them. That's a winner right there. That's a winner. People want to be around these type of people. When they walk in the room, the whole room, the gravity of the room changes. The power, the frequency shifts. This is what we call the success frequency, the winner frequency, spiritual boss frequency. If you're new to the channel, welcome to Spiritual Boss. I'm your host, Master J. I'm a Vietnamese American shaman. Welcome to my office. Welcome to my domain. It's very calm. It's very quiet in here. The curtains are very rarely open, even though we live on a nice balcony. I like to keep this just me. This is where I'm in my zone. This is where I'm in my element, just working. Headphones on, noise out. And we're going to talk about the winning frequency, the boss frequency, the success frequency. I'm going to give you some practical things that you can apply to yourself. If you wish to become the best version of yourself, succeed in your dreams, live your passion. This is what this channel is dedicated to. People who want to live their passion in life, people who really want to achieve their dreams and are willing to put in the work, then you've come to the right place. So to develop the winning frequency, what is the winning frequency? Well, in the words of my father, he describes me as, and this is a very, very humbling comment from my father. He says, "You're too strong." And my father would never joke about anything when it comes to how he refers to his sons. So, and I began to think of this. What does he mean by I am too strong? And what does it mean when people see something in you that you don't see in yourself? And what does it mean when people can depend on you and rely on you and have confidence in you versus other people, they don't so believe in them so much? What is this factor? What is this frequency that gives it to people? So let's break it down. You want to develop a winning frequency, you want to develop a boss frequency, or you want to cultivate your aura. We're going to talk on many different planes, many different dimensions. The first thing to understand is we human beings, we are not solid beings. We're not solid beings. The whole dimension, the whole plane of reality, the whole plane of reality is not solid. We're frequency beings. We're electromagnetic beings. We're light beings. We're crystalline beings. And every thought, every movement, every action, every emotion, every promise that we keep to ourselves, when we do what is right with all of our heart, soul, and might, those things affect our very core frequency. And frequency is the name of the game. Frequency is the name of this world. Frequency is what attracts you to me and me to you. Frequency is what makes me love my sweet, lovely young lady so much. And frequency is all that we frequently see, all that we frequently think, all that we frequently feel. And what you feel from me is what you feel from me is a reflection of something that is in you, but also a reflection of something that already exists in the cosmos. Your frequency, your core frequency, is the name of the game that we're talking about. So I want you to think of your core energetic frequency. There's a saying, I don't know who said it, maybe Batman from Gotham or some Batman villain. It says, what we do in the dark always comes out into light. So when you are a person, let's just say a man in this sense, when you are a man and you keep certain promises to yourself, you say you're going to do something and you do it. You apply yourself. You own up to your mistakes. You never give up. And you push yourself a little further. And no matter how much you want to blame the world on other people, your poor circumstance, your failures, your frequency is being built in those very moments. And life is made to test and challenge you as a human being. And like a pipe, like a piece of metal, like a rod, it's going to bend you. It's going to bend you. It's going to bend you and bend you and bend you. And it's going to constantly bend you because nature is ruthless. And it's bending you to see if you will break. And every time that you refuse to break, every time that you refuse to have the pressures and the storms and the winds of life come and try to crush you and break you, and you rise again, and you fortify yourself with the strength of your mind and refusal of defeat. That does something to a man. That does something to a human being. And whatever is done in the darkness will come out into the light. There are no shadows that can ever be hidden. You may get away with things for a little bit, but it smells. And it smells. I had an ex-girlfriend. This memory just popped up in my head. I had an ex-girlfriend a long time ago. And when I would, I wasn't always like this, obviously. But when I would like say something dumb, she would go, "Achoo!" And I go, "What?" And she go, "Oh, I'm allergic to bullshit." She was very, very, very annoying. But she knew me like no other person. And she would do that very often. She go, "Achoo!" I go, "What?" "Oh, I'm allergic to bullshit, Jay." And so you think you can hide things? You think you can hide things from people? You can never hide things from people. Don't try to hide things from people. It's always going to come out into light. And when it comes out into the light, the fact that you were trying to hide something when you could have told the truth. So that's part of the boss frequency, is living in your truth, being a person of truth, speaking your truth, and understanding that your core frequency is always being built. It's always being forged through the fires and the irons and the tests of life. And it speaks so loudly that you don't need to talk. So you're thinking of the winning aura. You're thinking of that he got it, that she got it, that special little twinkle in the eye. It's character. Character cannot be hidden, and character cannot be faked. For one who fakes a character is a fake character himself or herself. So we talk about the core frequency. Let's talk about some things that you can constantly implement in your life that will constantly boost your frequency. Plan yo shit. If you want to be a boss, if you want to be a, ooh, ouch, that hurt. If you want to be a playmaker, if you want to be moving and grooving, like Master J, you watch some of the vlogs, going all over the world, kissing babies, shaking hands, making money, loving the earth, giving your passion and love onto the people around you, you have to be tight with your time, with your effort, and with your schedule. Let's talk about schedule. Every single little thing, every single action that you take must have a purpose. You should be consistent with your time. You should be very, very diligent with your time. Meaning, those times where you are on your phone, doom scrolling, those times where you are saying you're going to do something, those times where you say you're going to show up to a meeting at 8 o'clock, show up to lunch with a friend at 8 o'clock, but you show up at 8:10, 8:20, and your friend's like, "Yeah, it's okay." Yeah. No, it's not okay. Are you a boss? Are you a professional? Or what are you? What are you? You don't take time seriously? It means you don't take life seriously. There are certain things that you need to take very, very, very seriously, and that is your time. Schedule, schedule, schedule. My mentor Brandon says this. He says, "If I can see your calendar, I will know your future." And most of you guys are living life aimlessly. Aimlessly hoping that, like the spiritual chicks, excuse me, can't talk bad about women. The spiritual people of the planet believe that they will sit and manifest a Lamborghini in their car and they'll manifest a new life. All these tarot videos encouraging them. "Oh my God, honey, did you see this? Like the Two of Wands has appeared. You're totally going to manifest a new income. And all of your bills are going to be taken care of. You're never going to worry about money again. Your twin flame has come. Your soulmate has arrived. And everything else is totally going to be perfect for you. Just watch my video, like, and donate $4.99. Now, I have no gripe against tarot readers. My favorite tarot reader is Shea Plee, and Miss Z Tarot. Those two, I'm actually in harmony with those two. But sometimes you're watching videos on the internet, you're expecting a windfall to happen in your life, but you have no aim, no direction, no focus, no discipline, no purpose for every single day of your life. How can you live purpose? How can you live with no purpose? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand how you can live day to day to day to day to day without a plan, without a goal. And then you're gonna go, if you have a job, you go to your job and you get angry. People get angry at the fact that they have to live their job and they're stuck in their job, but they don't have any purpose in their life. They don't have any focus in any direction. Oh, it's disgusting. That's a disgusting. Oh, disgusting. So, activating brain power, managing your time, scheduling your time, understanding that all actions will yield a result. Even if you think nobody sees it, people always see it. People see. People always see. By your fruits, you shall know them. Now, time is one thing, yes? Being very diligent with your time. Now, after being very diligent with your time, challenging yourself and applying yourself. To challenge oneself and to apply oneself is the joy of life. For if there were no resistance, a human being would never grow. If there were no resistance in your life, you would never grow. So how are you ever going to become the most competent, powerful, strong, capable, respected version of yourself if there's no resistance for you? Be thankful for the adversity. And when adversity comes, you smile in the face of it, because adversity is there to make you stronger. Adversity, you can apply adversity to yourself. Start to test yourself. How long can you go without looking at your phone? How long can you go sticking to a diet? How long can you go fasting? How long can you go doing what you say you're gonna do, not procrastinating, not being a little punk because things are a little difficult, things are a little hard? These are all things that build upon one's frequency. But there's another aspect to this. This is spiritual boss, so I'm gonna give you some spiritual secrets. I am not a natural person. Well, actually, I am very natural. I work with homeopaths. I don't take Adderall. I haven't taken Adderall since I was 16 in high school. I don't take TRT or steroids. I am actually highly against that. Although in 10 years, it may be very tempting. I am highly against that. I take homeopathic medicine. I work with alchemists who create things specifically for me. That is one of the keys to engineering your frequency. In a world that is spiritually defunct, you need to be prepared for spiritual warfare. Another thing is, if you are a man, you should really go and come into the understanding of semen retention, no-fap, celibacy, tantra. Boom! And here is here is a can of worms that has just been opened. Now I've had, and I say this and I mentioned this, but because this is this whole nuanced subject in itself, right? The art of sex transmutation and no-fap is this giant thing on the internet where they think semen retention will make you into a god. Semen retention and no-fap is helpful to a certain extent. It's not some religion. It's not some cult. It is just understanding that energy flows and being able to manage your energy. It's very helpful for people who have trouble like not touching themselves and are addicted to pornography and masturbation. That's a thing. You can find me on some no-fap forums like 12 years ago when I first discovered it, and it changed my life. So I have no problem with people talking about this. Personally, myself, I practice Tantra. I would recommend the books of Mantak Chia if you want to understand sex transmutation and how to really use your sexual drive. Because sexual drive, libido, is the core makeup of pretty much your motivation to do anything and your desire. So if you are always satiated, satisfied in the sexual department, it's very, very tough to be motivated. It's very tough to have that winning attitude when your biology thinks it is finished, thinks it's satisfied with this mission. So that's something to look into. I highly recommend just starting off, understanding your sexual energy, understanding your rhythm, understanding how to move your sexual energy through your body. through the breath. Through the breath and through the rhythm and through the balls and through the energy can one therefore ascend and ride the wave of heaven. Something that Mantak Chia talks about. And he talks about the valley of the high heavens, ascending the sexual energy and circulating it through the body. Part of developing the boss frequency is sexual energy. Personally, I myself, if you know me from my previous works, the Scorpio Scriptures podcast, I have a lot of Scorpio energy, which is very fitting as I'm also a shaman. We deal with the strange energies of the world, and we talk about many of the taboo things. So even on Spiritual Boss, I am still continuing to talk about the taboo things: sex, money, sales, the occult, and how to apply it to your life in a way that will make you more successful, right? The death and the rebirth process. Sexual energy is very, 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 very big in this aspect. Being able to charge your libido and apply it into your goals and let it saturate your very frequency. When somebody is able to control their libido, to control their sexual energy, it gives them natural swag, and it gives them a natural charisma that other people enjoy being around, because you have the energy of creation, what I like to call Genesis energy, flowing around you. So that is a very, very important one. You'll see people who overindulge in sex or aren't connected to their sexuality. They are a little pale. I would describe it as a little pale, a little less color in the eyes. They say the eyes are the window to the soul, or the window to the Shen, the spirit. You can look in someone's eyes, you can see their sexual energy. A lot of people comment on semen retention, nofap. People have such shiny eyes, spiritual focus, direction. In Vietnamese, we call it sang mat and sang mui, meaning bright-eyed and bright-nosed person. If they were to compliment a man, they would say sang mat, sang mui. That means he's very handsome, his eyes are bright, and his nose are bright, meaning he has a virile spirit. So these things are all across cultures. So let's see. Frequency, applying yourself, knowing that whatever you do will come into light anyways, being very disciplined with your time, challenging yourself, and understanding sexual energy, cultivation. What are some other things that would help you make the boss aura? The winning frequency. The winning frequency, the loving frequency, something that attracts others like a magnet. We've talked about these outer spiritual bodies, cultivating that, homeopathy. This is a personal one. I would highly recommend the book, The Way of the Superior Man by David Data. And in that book, he speaks how a man should, even if his heart is hurt, that he should learn how to live with it open. And he should breathe down his center throughout his balls and break free of these blockages that men so often have in the front. Because the world is here to challenge a man, and the world will damage you, and the world will wound you. And you being able to live with an open heart is you being able to return back to the Most High. Is you being able to return back to God. When you have loved, and when you have been betrayed, and you have every single reason to close off your heart, and you have every single reason to become spiteful, and you have every logical reason to dim your light, that is when the devil wins. When he can get you afraid, when he can get you in spite, when he can get you in fear. Men are here to endure. Men are here to be built through the fires and the forges of life. Men have always been burdened with tests, and the world is always going to hurt you in many, many ways. and you're going to face many, many challenges. And you can see in the world today that men have lost their way. They've given up on the rightful duty that is theirs. And the rightful duty that is yours is to be a leader. To be a leader, yeah. To be a righteous human being, to be a son of God, and to be an embodiment of love. I'm not talking about Will Smith's unconditional, emotional, feeling love that he has to Jada Pinkett, where he lets himself get walked all over. I'm talking about righteous love. If you can really strive to embody that, what is righteous love? I used to play this game. It's called Diablo, and in Diablo they have the high heavens and they have the immortals. And those are always my favorite characters. The angels of justice. And they would yell and they scream, the high heavens, smile upon you, friend. And I think of that very often. The world needs more angels. The world needs more living angels. The world needs more people in this world where the high heavens will smile upon them. Whether you are aware of it or not, the heavens are always watching. The high heavens are always watching. Your ancestors are always watching. And I think that is something that would help people conduct themselves in such a manner that makes them more magnetic and makes them more respectful and makes them more powerful in this world. Is to remember that just because we're in this physical plane and not all people can see, right, the connection to the spirit, or even some people don't even believe the connection to the spirit, or some people don't even honor where they come from. And the principalities, the angels, the beings of light, which possibly you want to be on the side of, right? Where do you think your dreams, where do you think your hopes, where do you think your ambitions come from? Where do you think that